Hey YouTube world, I am back with another video. Today you're going to be packing with me for Paris, and my living room and kitchen is just complete chaos right now, but I wanted to show you the madness that goes behind me packing for a trip. I'll show you some of my outfits and of course what bags I'm going to bring. And then I've been quite an avid traveler thanks to my parents over the years. And now that I travel without my parents, as a grown-ass adult, I have developed my own tips and tricks on how to travel the most efficiently. I'll show you some of the things I do bring on every trip and kind of give you some guidance if you are planning a trip for yourself, or maybe just keep it for a record moving forward. When you do have a trip coming up, you can definitely refer back to this video. Safety, how to adjust to a different country and what adapters to use, etc. So I'll have a full list of all of everything linked down below for you. So let's just get right into it. All right, so I'm just gonna lay out all of the clothing that I'm going to be showing you, at least most of it. I'm not the kind of person that plans out my outfits or anything. How I usually pack is literally grab all the stuff that I feel comfortable in and I feel like I'm gonna look my picture best, so to speak. And then I pile it all on the bed and then I take it downstairs. And then as I'm going through each of the outfits, like, do I really need two of the same t-shirts, or do I really need two of the same pair kind of jeans, right? So then I kind of quote unquote repack and slim down and usually cut it down by half. So you can see over there's one dress, a white dress that I decided not to bring. There was actually like 4 more things that I already took back upstairs, so that I've eliminated so that I'm not overpacking, because over the years, I found that I actually end up not wearing half of the things that I brought with me and just re-wore the same pair of jeans. And then it's just like, why did I bring, 3 pairs of jeans when I've been wearing the same one? As long as they're not stinky, if you're going to like a tropical climate, then yeah, that makes sense. You probably want to switch your clothes out. But we're going to Paris and I was checking the weather. It's going to be a low of like 60 something and a high of 72. So it's not going to be too hot. So it's okay to rewear some of this stuff that you're going to be bringing. So this dress is probably going to be for something that I'm going to pick out for a more warmer day, because then I don't have to wear a jacket or anything with it. And then also this dress, I'm pretty sure I bought this from the Loft years and years ago. I want to say over 5 years ago, and I'm still wearing it. Oh, thank goodness I haven't gained the COVID-20 and still be able to fit into my clothes. So very thankful for that. Here's another dress I'm going to be wearing, my tube tank dress that I have like 20 of, and I figured this is a really good base for me to top with like a jacket. So here's a blazer that I got from H&M. It's like a linen feel. I think it's cotton, but it looks like linen, and it's a very lightweight jacket. So if it gets a little bit chilly, I can just wear it on top of the ribbed tank dress. Or if I want to wear my leather jacket, it's a nice switch around, wear this at night during going to dinner. Again, this is a very lightweight. This one is from the Reset. It is vegan leather. I know you heard me talk about vegan leathers, and I'm not a big fan of it, but this one, when I bought it, it was like $50, so it was a complete steal. And I like how you can actually push up because the leather is super thin and it's very soft. It actually kind of feels like real leather, and it's held up for years. And I wore this thing to death. So I like how it's thin enough that you can just push up your sleeve without having it be really uncomfortable. So this looks kind of weird right now, but this is going to be a satin dress. And then that button-up shirt has that cottony linen feel to it. I feel like it was really nice to add as an addition. Now, obviously, I can use the satin skirt with a t-shirt or a tank top and then just be really versatile. If I want to wear that button-up shirt with a tank top underneath, I could kind of pair it up like a jacket, so to speak, a light jacket. And then, of course, you've seen me wear this a million times. It's my hot pink button up as well. So it's like completely interchangeable. So that next outfit here is going to be like a beigey. I feel like I'm grabbing all of the same. I'm grabbing all of the same material, but by the way, also for the 2 outfits that you saw earlier, the satin skirt as well as the white button up, I got both of them from Amazon. So everything that I can link, I will make sure to link down below. So same thing with this one. It's actually a 2-piece set. Now, I don't think I would wear these together. It's a 2-piece set with like pockets and everything, and you can obviously wear that together. I don't like the whole uniform look, so I'll probably bring both, but break it up. So wearing jeans with that top, that tank top, and then put on a nice belt or whatever, and then have some accessories. But that's probably how I would wear this outfit. And then for the pants, I'm just gonna be wearing a black tank top. So there's a contrast in color instead of just wearing a complete uniform that it looks exactly the same and you kind of just blend in. So that's kind of, I'm gonna show you every single outfit, but if you haven't followed me on Instagram, I'll definitely post my outfits on there, you know, get some Parisian buildings in the background, maybe the Eiffel Tower, and kind of just show you my outfits. So just wanted to go over a couple ideas if you are traveling or if you're just sticking around in your hometown. I think these are great versatile outfits that you don't actually have to go out and purchase specifically for a trip and then never wear them again, because that's just impractical and that's not something I like to do. I want to make sure my outfits are going to be something that I can continue wearing for months, years to come. All right, let's talk shoes. Don't worry about these nasty. Definitely bring these because they are my tried and true Birkenstocks or Papillon. All right, we're just gonna call them Birkenstocks. These are the Sybil wedges, and they are like wearing Birkenstocks, except Birkenstocks are ugly, and these are actually strappy heels that are completely cute, and I literally have worn them for hours. So these are my fancy, cute shoes that will go nicely with my dresses and whatnot. I'm also definitely bringing these Echoes. I left my original pair that have been a little bit beat up in Nashville, so we're gonna bust out the new ones. And then it's really coming down to the Tigers, which are definitely a tried and true. I've got like 5 pairs of these. They're a little bit dirty. Maybe I should clean these. But I don't know. I just got these. These I got from Last Chance for like $25. And I don't know. I figured maybe we could try something new that could look good with my outfits. A little bit out of my comfort zone, but I don't know. Still debating. So in preparation, I did spray both of these brand new pairs with Carbon Pro to let them air dry today, just so it could be water repellent and then hopefully a little bit better with scuffing. Because I'm bringing my pair of white shoes, I don't want to have them look really gross. And the streets of Paris can get, or just any city in general, can get really grimy sometimes. And obviously white shoes are easy and prone to getting super dirty and scuffed up. So I have come prepared. I bought this Kiwi whitener and it actually works really well. I've used it a number of times for my other white pair of shoes. So I'm just gonna bring this just in case it needs a little bit touch up, so that way it just doesn't look grimy when I'm wearing white pair of sneakers. So these are all the options I have. And then I also have one more pair of Havaianas flip-flops, which I'm not gonna be wearing out. That's mainly just to wear inside the hotel, going to bed, going to shower, because you never want to wear or not wear, like go bare feet in a hotel room, especially with the carpet. Stories I've heard, and then of course, listening to dermatologists, there's shit that goes into the carpets and you know they're not, you know, power washing or carpet cleaning those carpets every single day. So you want to make sure you always have a pair of Havaianas. So all of these shoes are going to shoe bags so that we can keep them all separated and clean. All right, so I've got a bunch of stuff here I wanted to show you. So let's just start with a cosmetic pouch. I've got this Away cosmetic pouch that I got for Christmas from a friend, and it's just got all of my makeup, which I don't wear a whole lot of makeup. So I've got this new one that I really like from L'Oreal. Got my sponge here, and then the Glossier, just to have a different option of something a little bit light. Contour stick from like NYX, I think, and it's like so beat up that I have to use electrical tape, which I don't use too much of. So, and I really like this Benefit Give Me Brow, and that's pretty much it. Oh, my Charlotte Tilbury setting powder, and then just like Hourglass NARS. So that is all that goes into my makeup. I don't wear a whole lot. Very minimal when it comes to that. And then I've showed this to you before. And if you haven't seen my, like one of my first videos, I did a travel with me or pack with me to go to Greece. I always like to keep this is something that my friend got for me when her husband was going on business class. I always keep a set of skincare on me because my main toiletry bag is going to go into the check-in. But for some reason, if the check-in bag gets delayed or whatever, it's a direct flight, so I'm not too worried about it. But just in case, I've got the bare essentials with little packets of sample skincare if I need it, and extra toothbrush as well. So that's coming with me in my carry-on. I'll probably bring the makeup case with me in my carry-on as well. Just, again, I like to be prepared. And then here is my jewelry. Again, I don't wear a whole lot of jewelry as well, but I just bring this with me everywhere just in case I feel like wearing jewelry. I have the option to. You guys, these are the best socks ever. Literally, I have tried so many different kinds of sock. I have a whole drawer full of these low no-show socks to wear with my sneakers. These are the best. They don't fall off. You don't have to pick at them. They stay on your feet forever. And they're relatively cheap. I think like for 6 pairs, it's like $18. So definitely we'll link these down below. Give them a try because they are fantastic. So I've got the steamer as well. So I know, you know, the thing is to always travel with clothes that are less wrinkly, but I was just like, you know what? I'm going to bring some of the stuff that will wrinkle, clothing that will wrinkle. And I actually bring this with me everywhere I travel for work. Most of my clothing for work doesn't wrinkle, but just in case. And this thing has been with me, my little steamer. I bought this from Bed Bath Beyond. You guys, Bed Bath Beyond is history. So I've got a little bit of history with me here today. And I got this like, I want to say 6 or 7 years ago, and it's still going strong. I did find another one on Amazon that's very similar, so I'll make sure to link that down below for you. And there are 4 girls that are coming with us. So, you know, always coordinate with, you know, whoever you're traveling with so that you're not all bringing hair dryers. You're not all bringing steamers. Bring one, everybody can use it. So kind of just coordinate with whoever you are traveling with. So here is like my tech case that I bring with me as well. I've got these old school jacks. I know like the Bluetooth one is very popular, but sometimes I just want something just to plug in and watch the TV that is available, any movies that is available on the airlines. And these were like $10. So I just like having these. And for these, they go over your ears. So like if you have a long ass flight and you've got like AirPods, what are those called? AirPods. I've got the Beats and they just end up hurting my ears. So I prefer to kind of switch back and forth so that it's not just like straight 8 hours, 10 hours of, you know, using the same device and hurting your ears. And then here is an adapter that I got from Amazon as well. I know there are ones specifically for Europe. There's one specifically for the UK, and they do sell those. Don't recommend getting those. Get one that is universal so that you can use this in Europe, the UK, or Asia, and you just buy one. This one's an older one. I've had this one for a number of years, so it's got the USB. I know the newer ones come with a Type-C, so just pay attention to that when you're purchasing yours to make sure it's compatible with whatever charging cables you've got. And the rest of it is just like more random, you know, cords that I have that I usually just toss in there and everybody can use it. And this is incredibly clutch. Definitely get one of these. They're super cheap. You know, when you go shopping in Paris or just anywhere you go and you don't want to be over the weight limit, and this is just something that is really lightweight here, 110 pounds, and you could just weigh your luggage. You don't want to be that person flipping over. And you know what? I'm going to give my friend shit. I don't know if she's watching this, but she was that person. She had an overweight bag, and we were the ones flipping over our luggage, and she had to move stuff over to my luggage because she was way overweight. So definitely do this at the hotel room the night before you leave. And of course, I've got my hair curler. I really like using the Hot Tools one, and this is something that is pretty cool because this is the 1-inch barrel. And then and then when you twist it, it turns into a smaller inch, which I think is like the 1/2 inch. I don't know. I'll link everything down below, but it's nice to be able to twist and have one that changes the size of the barrel that you use. Another thing to keep in mind is that not all tools, electrical tools are compatible, with electric overseas. So here in the States, it's 110 voltage. And then over in Europe, it's 210, right? So my friend was trying to bring her Dyson Airwrap, and I was like, you better check to see if that works overseas. And lo and behold, it does not work in 210 voltage. You don't want something to set on fire when you're in the hotel room. So definitely check on that. This one does mention that it works in both 210 as well as 110. And I got this thing for travel, and it's just a lint roller that you can wash off and reuse every single time. So I've been using this for work. So I'm just gonna bring that with me. Here is my toiletry case. I always bring a humidifier. This is like a portable humidifier. There's a USB cable that goes in here with it. Usually hotel rooms can crank up the AC, and I just get really dry. So I like to put this into like an ice bucket and then just have this little the little stream of steam shoot directly at my face when I'm at the hotel. Again, this is something I bought for work because I do travel quite often during busy season, and staying at hotel rooms can really just like, you wake up, you're like, I'm dying, I need water, right? So very, very compact and slim and super useful. So I'm not going to show you the rest of my toiletry case, but the typical stuff, skincare. I like this one a lot. I just said I wasn't showing you anything, but I'm showing it to you. This one is like a wax kind of thing where you have a lot of flyaways and then you just rub it on so the flyaways kind of just stay flat on your head. So that's my toiletry case. And this is like the Longchamp one. I got this from Last Chance for like $25. I think this one retails for like, I don't know, $80, $90. So that was a pretty good steal. And it fits a lot. You see how hefty this thing is? All right, so you're probably wondering why I have one of these. This is something I recently bought to keep our items secure. They say never to use the hotel safe because literally everybody who works at a hotel now knows how to open it. So what's the point? So I figured getting one of this is actually a bike lock. So I know there's a lot of padlocks out there where you can purchase, and it's TSA approved. Again, same kind of concept, right? If you use the hotel safe, anybody can just go buy some sort of contraption. It's the same thing as TSA. Technically, I don't know. Again, if it's something universal, that means there's somebody universal that has a key to open that luggage for you. Now, this is a bike lock rack, right? It's not something you see every single day. So what I had planned to do is to wrap this around the handles of one specific luggage to keep all of our valuables inside. Obviously, yes, you can argue like they can just take the whole entire luggage. True, but if someone decides to come in and they don't want to be known that they have came into your room, this is a good way just to keep out the level one. Let's just say the level one thieves. There's level two. There are level 2 or level 3 kind of thieves that just don't give a flying F. They just take the whole thing. Yeah, obviously, this is not going to do anything for that, but this is kind of just to deter the level 1 kind of people that might come in your room. But generally, again, rule of thumb, I don't let anybody in. I always put the do not disturb sign on my door just so nobody comes into my room. I don't need my bed to be made. And then I don't want to have to put my stuff away and people touching my stuff. So I just don't let people go in my room, period, while I'm staying there. So yeah, again, this just goes around the handles. You zip everything up, it goes around the handles. You don't actually need to run this through the actual zipper locks. You can just get it real tight between the two luggage opening handles that they can't even open it, right? So that's my thought process behind it. We'll put it to a test. All right, the belts. I am going to be bringing a Valentino belt as well as this Pauline belt so that it's not like logo in your face. So I probably will wear this with a skirt perhaps as decoration, or, just with my jeans to keep it up. And then something a little bit more simple and straightforward with a little bit of texture, right? This is from Pauline. Just note that they have 2 sizes. I went with the larger size without even thinking about it, and it's way too long. But then I guess I can also use it as a wrap belt. So something to think about. I'm just gonna toss this. I can't find the original dust bags for each of these, so I'm just gonna toss it in a random Gucci one that I found. All right, let's get to the good stuff. Which bag should I bring? So I've come to terms, I definitely bring my Kelly Gold on Gold 35 with me. It's a vintage one, so it's a little bit scuffed on the side. I don't think I've ever showed this to you on my channel before. I did buy this pre-loved, and I feel like it is time for it to come out on a vacation with me. Like I said, it's a little bit scuffed, so I'm not worried about getting it. You know, it's like, no, my precious, don't use it. Don't get it scuffed up. No, not the case at all. I'm happy to use this purse and see how it pairs with all of my outfits and just bring it to the world, right? Just use it like a Mary Kate Olsen kind of bag. Okay, maybe not that drastic, but you know what I mean. So I'm also thinking about bringing my Pochette Matisse. I did bring this to my Greece trip last year, and it is such an awesome bag. I love this thing, and it's canvas, so I think it's going to be raining a couple of days there, so I think I might want to bring this one. I haven't fully decided, so comment down below. Let me know what you think. Which bag should I bring, right? And then my Floron purse, just because it's an easy throw around bag. If it gets wet, I'm not going to get upset. And of course, it is a unique bag. I feel like my entire outfits, the clothes I'm bringing are pretty neutral, so it's nice to have a pop of color. And then the last thing, again, I didn't show this to you before on my channel, but I did purchase another Chanel Walk in the Camellia. This one's the pink one. So maybe I'm thinking about bringing this one as well. Haven't fully decided. So again, comment down below what you guys think. And if you aren't already subscribed to my channel, please consider doing so, as I'm trying to help you navigate this world. If you travel a lot, if you're buying purses, how to get it for less than retail. And you know I will vlog for you as well as show you my haul, how much money I'm able to save. So definitely like and subscribe to this video if you haven't done so already. And I would love to see you back. But these are 4 contenders. Maybe I'll bring all 4. Maybe I'll just bring 2 of them. I don't know. You'll see. I guess you'll see. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll get to see which one I decided to bring. All right, so it's the next day. I did most of my packing and shoved everything into the bag here. And my friend Mandy is here in my Chicago home because she came to meet up with me so that we can go to Paris together.
Hey!
And then so here, just to show you real quick before we literally have to go in like 5 minutes. So of course, leave it to me to rush and put everything together at the last second here.
Yeah, somehow still so organized.
Yes, right? So basically my carry-on that's coming up with me, I've got my 1 set of clothes, like I said, my cosmetics, hair curler, just the essentials in case my luggage, actual check-in luggage gets lost. And of course I'm going shopping. So instead of bringing 2 massive luggages, I feel like that's an overkill. And of course I need to contain my shopping spree here by limiting how much I can bring back. So one more carry-on inside the checked-in luggage, all of my majority of my clothes, toiletries, the heavy stuff that I don't necessarily need. All goes into the check-in. And then lastly, I've got my MZ Wallace that I picked up a couple weeks ago from the warehouse sale. This is my travel case. Mandy decided that she was just gonna wear her purse. Get over here, we're talking about you. She was gonna wear her purse on the plane and put it underneath the seat by itself, her Loewe.
In my first leg, they let me like hold it to my body like a child.
Normally they would ask you to go ahead and put that for safety reasons, even though, you know, a purse, what is that? Gonna kill somebody's face with that if it flies around? I don't know.
It was like strapped across my body. It was like a baby Bajorn of a purse, so I don't know. But I have been educated.
Yes, so she is borrowing my on the go, what is it called? I forget, it's from Lululemon. Again, I've used this thing to death. I actually have 2 of them. So I made her put her travel pillow in there, her purse and her passport and everything, and then she could shove that underneath the plane seat so that her precious Chanel, which we'll see in the videos later on, as well as her new puzzle bag, all safely by her feet. And to wrap things up before we really have to go, we've got matching sweaters. Is that fun?
Besties for the resties.
Besties for resties. We're definitely gonna run here because we need to order Uber and get to the airport, check in, yada yada. So be sure to like and subscribe this video if you haven't done so already and see the madness that I literally just put you through. I'm talking a million miles an hour, but come with me to Paris. I'll be doing vlogs. Stay with me on Instagram. Check out some of the things that you might find interesting and or pretty. Life is hard. I wanna help you save time and money so that you can somehow adult easier and hopefully lessen retail. I'll see you next time.
See you there.